and please don't mind the redness. I got like some insect bite or just a normal red bump right there. And as you can see, I do have a very severe dark circle, especially today because I didn't get enough sleep today. But I think it is the best time to try this cushion to see how well it covers. So this is the cushion. You can get it in a normal carton box, and I have my shade in 23, and I believe this is the darkest shade, so I'm not sure how dark it will be on my skin, because although my skin is quite fair, but I do have this yellow undertone and slight tan because of that Japanese blood that runs in my blood. And let's open this thing up. I actually had this for quite a while and I haven't opened it in a box because I just want to see how it looks like on the camera. So this is how it looks like. Oh my god, why is it so cool? The packaging is super cool, and you can see all the stuff happening behind the camera. Lol. So this is how the packaging looks like, and you can see that I'm not using tripod for my camera. Because I purchased this on Altea, I am going to read the description from their website. So on their website, this thing is supposed to be a concealer, a foundation, essence, and they show you a picture of a woman that has a lot of like redness, acne scarring, and after using it their face just become super smooth and super flawless. It says that it is a hydrating cushion foundation that create flawless radiant skin. It contains mineral water so that is stick to skin lightly, triple covering method for the perfect coverage, aqua coating formula for 4D glamour skin glow. Now that's interesting. And solution for smooth radiant skin. It says that it has this diffuse reflection of extra fine glitters, and it gives this aqua shine effect from all angles. Now we shall see about that. They only have 3 shades. The first one be number 21, 22, and 23. So 23 is the darkest, and I don't know how dark it will be on my skin. On Altea itself, this thing cost you 345,000 rupiah, but it is now on sale and it will only cost you 225,000 rupiah. I forgot to mention that it contains SPF 35, and this thing is 50 grams in weight. So I think it is a great moment to try this one out because I am currently having this red mark on my cheek. So what I think I want to do is to use this side with only the cushion and this side with my primer and color corrector, because I am curious to see how well it works on my daily foundation routine, because that's the way I do my foundation every single day. And I think I want to put a little bit powder on the normal foundation routine side and just leave the cushion side right here. Now I do look like a hot mess on this side, but it is going to be smooth and perfect afterwards. So let's start opening this cushion. So when you open it, you have this mirror, and actually you have the whole mirror on the entire case, so like that's helping. And you have this puff, and it's super smooth. Oh wow, I never thought that it actually feels different. So the puff itself, it is super smooth in surface, and then when you open it, this is how it looks like. Of course you have this seal that I'm going to open. So yeah, that is how it looks like now. So I am going to try it on this side first and see how it looks like. I think I will zoom you guys a little bit closer so you can have a better view. I am going to try to press it once. You get a lot by pressing once, although I do press it a little bit hard that time. So I'm going to put it on this side. That's a little bit light for me, but that's okay. No, that's too light for me. And this is the darkest color. But the coverage, oh my god. Oh wow, that is a lot of coverage, and that's only like one press. Oh wow, that's too white for me, and this is the darkest color, and I don't know how. Oh my god, I look so crazy right now. Yeah, that is way too light for me, but I will wear this throughout the day anyway. Oh my god, I can't, you guys. This is like super white for me. That is only one pump, and you can totally see the difference. And I am truly amazed with the coverage, you guys. This is like super covering everything, like even including the redness, my dark spots around these areas, and oh my god, so far looking so good, although the color is super white, but for coverage wise, I think it looks great. It looks super smooth, especially if you keep patting it on. Oh wow, that's like super white. I think even Jeffree Star can use the darkest color. What the heck? How pale is Korean? Paper pale? So now that I covered this side, I am going to cover this side which has all of my foundation routine. And this time around, I am going to press it very lightly. And I am going to spread it. Start from the cheek and try to blend everything that I have from that side, because that is way too much product actually for only one side. But obviously I think it will work better if you layer the product, and I look like a freaking ghost right now. That's okay, cause it is a first impression anyway. Thankfully I don't have to meet anyone today, hopefully, but I do need to run for errands today, so I don't know how I would feel about that. So this is how my skin looks like, and yes, it is super pale, but if you're looking for the coverage, I am actually super surprised. It's super covering everything that I don't think I will need concealer anymore for this. I mean, I can still see a little bit of my dark spots here, but it's not very significant unless you really see it. It does crease a little bit on my fine lines, but that will be okay if you work with powders. It doesn't sit weirdly on this side, which is good, because some cushion foundation, they tend to sit on this area. So first impression wise, I am disappointed with the color because this is their darkest shade, but it still looks super white on me, and I don't think I am that tan. But I am very pleased with the coverage. I think it really covers everything. It doesn't exaggerate my pores, and it looks very dewy, but it's not oily, and it looks very healthy. It looks glowy from every angle, so I think that's the part where they mention that it gives you this 4D glow effect. So yeah, I am going to finish the rest of my makeup and see how this product be as a base for my other makeup, and see how I will like it. So this is how it looks like after my makeup is done. I do put a lot of bronzer just to tone the color down. Now that I see it, it doesn't look that bad, but I think the color is still too white for me. It is now 1:21. Now overall, I think my experience while using this foundation, as you can see, I do put a little bit powder here and none of it here. Because I put powder on this side, it does look matte comparing to this side, but it still have this glow from within kind of vibe from the foundation. And I do put highlighter on top, and yeah, I want to see how well this foundation holds all the powder on top. And I didn't put any powder here except for a little bit underneath my eye, because some of the foundation already sunk on my fine lines, and that's always happened with any kind of foundation. But the surprising thing is I don't have to use concealer, and that is new for me because I have a lot of things that I want to cover from my face. So far I really like the coverage and it feels nice on the skin. Now I must say it does feel slightly tacky, but it's not something that is super sticky like a gloss sticky kind of texture that will annoy you. So yeah, I am going to run some errands now and I'll check back with you in a few hours. So you guys, before I forget, this is how it looks like on natural lighting. It doesn't look as bad as with my filming lighting, but it does still look bright AF. I don't know, I want to like this foundation, but the color, I mean, like, even if I like it, I wouldn't be able to use it because it's too light. But we'll see how it will wear throughout the day. It's now 4:14, and right off the bat, after I use it for a couple of hours, I can say that this foundation is not going to work for oily skin. Maybe because I put quite a lot of product on my face, it kind of feels like I have a lot going on my face. You can feel there's a foundation on top of your skin, in which I don't experience it with normal foundations that I use. If I'm going to use this foundation in future, in which I doubt because of the color, I would probably set this with powder because on its own it doesn't look as perfect and complete. And what disturbed me the most is I am going to zoom you guys in. Now I wear sunglasses today, and as you can see, some products came off. And I mean, that's kind of annoying because I really like if my foundation sets on my skin. I mean, I don't set this with powder, but I expect from Cushion is something that it is on the go kind of makeup that you don't need any kind of setting thing actually. So I am going to use the puff and see whether I can blend this thing out. There's no product whatsoever on the puff. You can easily blend it out and it doesn't look patchy, it will still look nice. So yeah, I guess that is my first check-in for the day. For now, I am not entirely thrilled with this. I am very pleased with the coverage and it still is holding on. So yeah, I am going to check back with you at the end of the day. 6:18 or 19. But I really want to update to you guys because I feel like I need to powder right now. Now I do have normal to oily skin. Now most of the time my skin will be normal, but in a few occasions my skin will become oily. Now I can start to see that the oil starts to seep through. It doesn't really break the foundation, but it just doesn't feel as comfortable. This is not my final check-in, but I really want to, you know, touch up, and I think I will use a blotting paper to just clean my oil. I only feel oily on the sides where I don't put powder. So I think for me, putting powder is actually a go because that way it will lock all the foundation in place and it will just feel a lot nicer. But yeah, I will check back with you guys at the end of the day. It's now 11:47, and on the side where I don't put powder, I actually need to go, and it kind of looks oily, so I did put some no sebum powder from Innisfree. As you can see, the product is already starts to break down. I can already see some creases, especially on my smile line, as well as my under eye areas. My final thoughts for this thing is that initially it really covers up, but throughout the day, of course, the product starts to break down and it kind of looks oily because this is a super dewy finish. So if you're looking for a dewy foundation, I think this will work great for you. But the thing is, of course, the shade is only for fairer side of skin. Even this thing is super light for me. But I mean, I already wear this for more than 10 hours and it is normal for the product to start to break down. And of course, next time if I'm going to use it, I'm going to use less product because a little goes a long way. After like 6 hours, because I put a lot of product, I start to feel greasy and it doesn't feel very pleasant. So yeah, what do I think about this? I think because we live in a very humid country, it is just a meh product for me. I don't think this is something that wowed me. I prefer my liquid foundations more, but in terms of covering everything up, and if you're on the go and if you are on a fair side, I think this will look great on you. Of course, next time I will set this with powder just to lock the foundation. So yeah, that is it for my video today. I hope you guys enjoys it as much as I do filming it. And if you do like this video, click on the like button down below. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do enjoy my circle of friends. And I'll see you guys really soon. Bye!